What you doing? What are you doing? Oh. Oh, hey. I'm not going to open up the door because all of our relatively cool air is coming out. Oh. What do you think? What do you think? What's up, what's up? Welcome to is this Tuesday? What's up, Rashid? Welcome to the stream. Tuesday edition of Leg Day. Gonna get rolling here in a few minutes. Right? Gonna get rolling. How you doing, man? Welcome, welcome. Those of you joining the live, welcome. Double tap the screen for me, give it a like if you would. We're gonna get in a leg day. See if I can wrap my head around cutting this one out. So, welcome to the stream. If you're hanging out, I'm just hanging out with my dog here in the home gym. We'll get it rolling here pretty soon. What are you doing? What are you doing, dude? That was good. That's pretty impressive. We're gonna do that all night. What you doing? Why do I have that song in my head? I don't know. All right. I'm gonna start with, what is that? Banana? I don't know what that is. Just get some warm-up sets in for some leg extensions. It is warm today. Incredibly warm. Get things loosened up a little bit. It's been like 95 degrees. Kind of brutal. Oh boy, can't see. PG. I gotta bring the phone closer. Hang on. What's up? Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the stream. I'm gonna do the best I can here. I didn't keep my contacts in, so. In French. Cool. Let's see. Très bien. Je m'appelle TheEccentricScientist. Enchanté. That's my really crappy French accent. Welcome, welcome. Just getting a warm-up in here. Get it to burn a little bit for the warm-ups, and then we'll get into the working sets. Double tap the screen if you haven't already. Just give the stream a like, that'd be awesome. Appreciate you guys joining. So good? All right, I'll take it. I don't know if my French is so good, but I will take it. Cool, how's everybody doing today? Get in the chat, let me know how you're doing. We're gonna get a leg day in today. Not feeling super stoked about it, but we're gonna grind it through. So double tap the screen for me if you would. Just give the stream a like. I think it's free as far as I know. So gonna get some quads in, get some hams in, probably do some start with leg extensions, do some curls, and then hip hinge we'll get in with the stiff leg deadlifts. So it's gonna be a painful one, pretty sure. So hopefully it's not for nothing. Usually in these streams, I've only been streaming for about a week or so, and it's been super cool kind of chatting with you guys in between. and seeing what's important to you guys. What's up, Fury? Welcome back, welcome back. So let me get, let's add a little bit here. Welcome to the stream. If you haven't already, go ahead and give it a like. Just double tap the screen. We're gonna get some warm-ups in here, and then we'll get this show on the road. I'm trying to think, maybe we should do a poll today. What should we do for the poll? My dog's out here hanging out with me. Right, Sammy? She's wishing that I was throwing the ball for her. Which I've done twice today already. Alright. That's the second warm-up set. You at home? Yes, Fury, I am at home. Thankfully, I spent, I don't know, 2 days in a hotel last week, kind of impromptu for work. And so if you joined the stream, you got to know the hotel gym for a couple nights. Mostly had it to myself. So it was, you know, if you've worked out in a hotel gym, you know that pretty much nobody likes to frequent those. Every once in a while you get a treadmill walker in there, but pretty much had it to ourselves last week. And the one upside of that, for sure, without question, is that it's air conditioned. My gym here in the garage is not air conditioned in the slightest, so I'm trying to get crafty, and I set up a fan in the doorway of my air conditioned place, blowing the air conditioning into the garage. I don't know if it's gonna work or not, but it's feeling maybe a few degrees cooler for sure. Alright. We're gonna put the working weight on the bar here. Do a last warm-up set of 4 reps, and then get it rolling. As my dog is trying to figure out a crafty way to get the ball that she wedged, can you see it? In the very corner. So we'll see if she can troubleshoot this. Can you figure it out? You got this. You got it. You got it. She almost got it. Look, she's looking at me. She wants me to find the solution for her. You got it. Get it. Get it. You can do it. You can do it. Nice. Good job. Perseverance. She's a smart one. Like I said, thanks for joining the stream. If you haven't already, just double tap the screen for me. Give the stream a like. We're on our last warm-up set here for leg extensions. Just 4 reps, and then we'll get into it. This week I'm doing 3 reps in reserve, so it's not, we're not going to be going balls to the walls like we did last week. If you guys joined last week, that's pretty much leave your guts on the floor week in the mesocycle. So this week, it should be a deload actually for me this week, but I'm going right into a new meso, and we're going to do 3 reps in reserve. A deload is typically, you know, half of your typical volume by the end of your meso, whatever working since you're at, half of your volume and half of your reps, or load rather, not reps, load and volume. So cut your sets in half, and then maybe 25 to 50% reduction in your load, and then you just kind of progress through the week, and then you even make it a little bit easier at the end of the deload. So I'm going to skip the deload. I'm feeling pretty good. I had 4 days off. I was out of town for the weekend for a few days. So the joints are feeling pretty good. The tendonitis in the rotator cuff is feeling pretty decent. So I'm just going to kind of skip the deload and get into the next meso. But like I said, 3 reps in reserve. So it's definitely going to get hard. Kind of general gauge for if you're training hard enough is your concentric, which for quads is going to be this movement. should probably slow down by the end of the lift. So if you're just like cranking them out and you're just like doing your thing and you get done and like that's what you're doing and then you go, okay, that's the end of the set. You're not going anywhere close to failure. All right, Rashid, you're just spamming the chat. So anyways, that's kind of my general guidance. Like you want to be training close to failure, 0 to 3 reps in reserve. So if you're just like cranking out your reps and it's easy and then you put them down and you're like, well, I guess I'm done. Like that's probably not the best way to train, but you know, to each their own. But your concentric should slow down a little bit as you do your set. So we'll get our first working set in here, about 3 reps in reserve. If you haven't already, like the stream, just double tap the screen for me. Should be a good time. We'll get in some pain for sure. The goal here is to have a good concentric, up we go, and then control the eccentric. Don't just drop the weight. Control it all the way down, because all that tension as your muscle lengthens is really good. You're gonna have to drop your weight and your ego a little bit. Go. Cool. Let's see. All right. Cool. Started to do my arms, legs. Sorry, I don't have my contacts in today. From yesterday, I could not even walk. I did 3 hours on my legs. Yeah. If you're not used to resistance training or really any sort of training, you want to take it easy. You don't. A lot of people are going and slam it. They're like, I'm gonna go to the gym, and then they go like slam 10 sets of biceps, and they're so sore the next day, and the day after, and the day after, and the day after. They're completely demotivated to keep training. So keep the volumes really low. If you're gonna start resistance training, do 2 sets of delts, 2 sets of bis, tris, 2 sets of chest and back, and then just roll with that. And see how sore you get, you know? And then if you feel like you're recovering pretty well, then just start adding sets, increase your volume. But you definitely kind of want to avoid the whole, the whole crazy front end, make everything incredibly sore thing. If you're shooting for the long term anyways. Ooh. Oh boy. Alright. Here we go. I'm gonna get a second set in here. If you haven't said hello or like the stream already, just double tap the screen, that'd be awesome. Say hi in the chat. Feel free to stop in and, I don't know, ask a question, say how your day's going. Good to hear from everybody. My dog is out here just putting the ball in a difficult place and then trying to fish it out. So that's her workout. It's already getting sweaty in here. Try to go to 10. Oh, what did I get to, Fury? I don't even, sometimes I don't even count. I'm just kind of approximating failure. Anywhere between 5 and 30 reps, getting to 0 to 3 reps in reserve is pretty much what I want to get to. Yes, you did. Cool, cool. Nice. I have an app that I use to track, but I haven't been using it since I live streamed, so I got to figure out a way to set up this live stream, and then also use the app to track what I'm doing. So I'll get that.
Did you get it? Did you get it? Oh.
No, I got the ball. All right, let's get another set in. I feel like I need chalk for the undersides of my knees on this thing. It just pulls my skin. Or just longer pants. That would also be a solution. Maybe the easier one. I might get the chalk out. Then all you power lifters can make fun of me for getting chalk and putting it on the back of my knees. Just kidding. None of you watching are power lifters. If there is a single power lifter in the chat, I want you to drop in and say hi, and then send a single video of you with verification that you're an actual power lifter. Okay. Especially trying to control that eccentric on the last rep after you're close to failure is helpful. It's like playing Mario. You might as well, I think Dr. Mike Israetel says collect the coins on the way down. So don't, once you go to failure, don't just drop the weights. Control that last eccentric and embrace the pain. What I do, go to 10 and then to 20 and try to go to 30, then go back to 10. Fury, you'd have to explain why. Typically, that's when I'm in pain. Yeah. Typically, your reps would decrease the more sets you do, unless you didn't warm up very well, maybe. Some people get marginally stronger, 3 and 4 and 5 sets into their workouts, but it's not typical if you're targeting a specific muscle. So you should be pyramiding down in load, so that's either reps or weight. If you can period up, I would recommend reversing it. So do your warm-ups and do your heaviest sets first, somewhere between the 5 and 30 rep range, and then you're probably going to walk your reps down as you get more tired. You don't, in most cases, you don't lift more weight with the same muscles that are more tired, if that makes sense. But that's just my recommendation. There are all sorts of methodologies for it, but that is what I recommend. Welcome to the chat. Like the stream if you haven't already. Gonna get another set of extensions in here. You know what? I am gonna chalk. That is incredibly uncomfortable. Hang on one sec. I keep my my climbing bag around for this reason. And no, I'm not a power lifter. But I had chalk from when I was doing rock climbing, so I have a climbing bag with chalk in it. So I figured it's probably a good use for it here. Hades, what's up, brother? Welcome. Just getting in another set of leg extensions here. Like I said, we're doing starting the week off with 3 reps in reserve. So I'm not gonna be disemboweling myself in front of you guys, unlike last week. But it should still be hard. 3 reps in reserve doesn't mean the workout is easy, you know? see how I dropped the weight there for a second? I didn't have my head in the game. I didn't have my head in the game for that one rep, and I kind of dropped the weight and let it swing. You don't want to do that. Not ideal. School starts tomorrow. Bro, you excited? Nervous? How you feeling about it? Like the stream, guys, if you're hanging out. We're just getting a good leg day in here. What's your first college class, Hades? You said it was trade school, yeah? Pat, welcome to the chat. I'm in my late 20s. You just left school, or I left school. Like, appreciate it, Hades, appreciate that, man. I feel like I might be confusing the subscriber base, because sometimes I'll be on here playing guitar, and other times I'll be here working out. So the majority are going to be workouts for sure, but usually I have a good time playing guitar. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for joining. Feel free to like the stream, double tap the screen for me. It'd be awesome. We're gonna get another set in here. We're gonna warm up the hands and then do one of my favorite / least favorite hamstring exercises ever. Stiff-legged deadlifts. I do them slightly less stiff-legged than probably most people, but it feels really good for me, so. The papa is confused. She doesn't know where the ball is. Did you get it? Get it. You get it? Dog's trying to, look at this. This is her face when she wants me to do something for her. She's trying to fish out a ball that she purposely put underneath it so she had something to do. 6 a.m. to be at the bus stop at 6:50. Hey, that just means you gotta go to bed a little bit earlier. It's all good. It's all good. Wish you had my equipment. You know, it's taken a lot of years, Fury, to accumulate this equipment. Like 7 to be exact. I bought my first power rack in 2017 and just recently upgraded after 7 years, although I haven't been lifting consistently for 7 years for what it's worth. I only became more consistent with lifting about a year ago, so I'm relatively new still. But I upgraded from reps PR, 1100 to their 5000, so I'll maybe show you guys that at some point. It is expensive. It took a long time to save up the money for that. Do you have any motivation for me tomorrow? First day of high school. I'm kind of nervous. Oh, Hades. I thought this was college. First day of high school. Yeah, you know, it's hard. You know, obviously I don't know you or your personality or kind of what you struggle with, but I would say it's totally normal to be nervous about new things like that. When I was growing up, I feel like I immediately felt like a failure because I was nervous about it. You know, really any new thing. For me, a lot of times it was joining a new baseball team. What's up, Zach? Welcome, welcome. joining the new baseball team was pretty nerve-wracking. You didn't know all the guys. You didn't know any of the guys in some cases. And I felt really nervous about it. And because I felt nervous, I felt like I'd already failed at it. So it's totally normal to feel nervous about stuff like going to high school for the first time. I know you had some bad news with the soccer team, and that's okay. That's to be expected. Not getting cut, but not necessarily having everything go your way. Definitely going to be things in there that are obstacles to you doing what you want to do, like being on the soccer team. But yeah, I would just say it's totally normal. Do the best you can. If you feel like your heart rate is getting high, you're feeling nervous, try to do a few second inhale and then a few second exhale. Kind of helps to calm the heart rate down. And remember, maybe the most helpful thing I could pass along is the feeling of apprehension, nervousness, fear, whatever it may be, is temporary. It won't always feel like that. Your brand new high school is going to feel like the oldest building you've ever been in by the time the school year's ended, or even halfway through. So it'll be as familiar as you can imagine, even just a few weeks in. So those feelings won't last forever. You'll start to get into a groove and do the best you can with it. What are you most looking forward to getting into high school, Hades? Okay. Shoulders still feel a little bit creaky even after 4 days of taking time off. So. My dog hit the ball again. Yes, you. Sorry, my dog is killing me. Oh, okay. Oh, burn. Burns. Okay. Just be brave. Probably making new friends and trying out new opportunities. Yeah, man. That's the best of high school. Getting to know different people, and it's awesome. I also have a new schedule. Monday gym, Tuesday soccer training, Wednesday gym, Thursday soccer training, Friday rest, Saturday gym, and Sunday soccer. Wow, dude, you're flying. That's a lot of running around, staying very active. I'm kind of active in different ways, but that's awesome to keep rolling that schedule, man. Dog is literally just reiterating getting the ball out from underneath my lawnmower, and then coming around the side, dropping it, and letting it roll under again. So it's pretty sweet. A bright one. Thanks, Fury. She's a good dog, that's for sure. Alright, we're just going to warm up the hams with this. If you've joined the stream before, you know that my left hamstring is not great at all. And so I'm just going to warm up the hamstrings with the curls, and then we'll get into the stiff-legged deadlifts, aka crusher of souls. That's what I like to call it anyways. If you've never done stiff-legged deadlifts, I would recommend it. I guess there's nothing quite like knowing what the feeling of nearly tearing your hamstrings off the bone at the bottom of the lift feels like. It sounds bad, but it actually ends up being a good thing. I'm 15 in October, so I'm pretty young. Yeah, that's okay, man. All right, let's just get some in here. Probably just get 8 in here. Fury, you said you left school. What were you going to school for and what are you doing now? I know school's not for everybody for sure. I think there's this weird, I don't know how old you are, but at least me growing up, there was kind of this thing where parents of my parents' age just expected you to go to college, and it's just not for everybody. Not because they're dumb, but like college is just not for everybody. Some of the smartest people I know never went to college. College doesn't make you smart necessarily. Yeah, you can get educated there, but I don't know that it really factors a lot into your intelligence. There's a lot of social training and intellectual training that goes on, and that's where the huge benefit can be. But some people just don't need it or don't want it, and all sorts of other things. So, yeah, anyways, that was my unsolicited spiel. Eccentric is like my mentor. All right, I'll take it. Mind giving your thoughts on a few things? Did the moon landing happen? MB, what's up? Welcome back. I do believe the moon landing happened, personally. Yeah, I think so. What's up, man? Welcome to the chat. If you guys are joining, just give the live stream a like. That'd be awesome. Athenaeum? Ooh, am I saying that right? If you were a girl for a day, what would I do? Huh. That's a good question. That is a great question. Honestly, I'd probably walk around a busy downtown city, like a major city, maybe around dinner time or nighttime, and see if I felt like I was treated way differently than I, as a man doing that, am treated. My job takes me all over the country, US that is. And so I've seen a whole bunch of big cities, and one of my habits that I like to do to kind of get used to the city and get to know it, see what the vibe is to take a walk down there alone. And so I think that's what I do. I'd want to see what different social cues I got being a girl. There you go. That's a good question. If I was a girl, I would tell every boy that I like them. Hades. Nice. MB, I'm going to avoid talking about politics in here so much. I'm sorry to tell you this, but I'm struggling in life right now. I'm depressed and bad. I have to drop out of school because of COVID-19. COVID-19, got it. And struggling to get a job. Yeah, man. Sorry to hear that. I know that's really difficult. Yeah, putting one foot in front of the other and doing the best you can with what you got. That's tough. I know a lot of people that were hugely affected by COVID-19 and what it did to their college careers and all sorts of stuff. So keep your head up, man. If I were a girl, I'd sit peeing down. Yeah, that's... if you didn't, you'd find out fast why they do, that's for sure. Sorry to hear that. Prayers come your way. Yep. Sam, if you were a boy for a day, what would you do? I'm asking my dog. Sorry. She's playing this incessant game of dropping the ball, where it's very difficult to get. All right, let's get another warm-up set in, and then we'll get some stiff-legged deadlifts in. How do you like my little air conditioning setup? If you haven't liked the stream, it'd be awesome if you just double tapped. That'd be sweet. I feel like my equipment's falling apart here. What you doing? What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? Alright. I'm gonna move this stuff and then get stiff-legged deadlifts set up. See if I can keep my head in the game enough to not completely royally mess them up. To leave and then find a job and send myself to school. Somehow I just need help. Yes. Hey man, best of luck with all the logistics here. Leaving out of Jamaica. I believe in you. Hades, glad the stream isn't two-way. Just messing with you. Shoot it this way. Zach, I worked quite a bit. Got to work from home today though, which was kind of nice. Usually I'm out in the field. So yeah, I got a bunch of work done at home. Had an appointment this afternoon. Went and got some Buffalo Wild Wings because I was really craving it for some reason. During the cut, I was craving, it was about 6 weeks, and I was just dying to have some wings. And so now that I'm off the cut, I'm like, I have some margin in my calories for some Buffalo Wild Wings. So you're so strong. Appreciate that. Hades, stay strong and stay in school. Can't do that joke around. Study hard. Yes, that is for sure. Wingstop was my absolute favorite before I went vegan. Yeah, I think I had Wingstop one time ever, and I honestly don't remember what it was like. I'm sure pretty much anything is better than Buffalo Wild Wings. Maybe. Could be wrong. Could be wrong. All right, give me a second. We're gonna get this rigged up. See if I can shoot this in a way that doesn't make you guys want to puke from seeing my garage storage. Karthik Prasad, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. I can tell you're new here. because I get that question a lot and I never answer it. So Zach knows. Prasad, are you single? No. We're gonna go with barbell today. Be straight. Zach's the defender of my preferences over here. Straight and not vegan, but I do want to hear about being vegan a little bit. Not that I like take pride in what I eat. I don't. It's really not that not the big of a deal, especially to other people. So I do like to do clips on these. If you guys, work out a bunch. Spring clips. I also have the what is it called? Ring clip, maybe? I can't remember. But I like to do the spring clips on these because I don't want my weight working off the ends and kind of shifting the balance. It shouldn't that much if you're controlling it. It should be more or less fine, but just saying, I like doing clips. I've only recently been pretty thin, but I still have stomach fat. What would you recommend to get rid of that? I have a Planet Fitness membership. Yeah, that's a great question. So earlier on, maybe sometime last week, I did a live stream called Leg Extensions for Days. That was a longer one at the time. The last half, we talked a ton about it, so I'll give you an answer here. But all that to say, that video has a lot more dialogue because people were asking a lot of questions about dieting and fat loss and strategies around that. So one thing I would say, a really common misconception that is almost entirely across the board not true, is there's no targeted fat loss, unfortunately. So you see the magazines that are like, melt your belly fat by doing these crunches. It's like crunches aren't going to help you melt your belly fat. If anything, they might hypertrophy and grow the muscles around your abs, and so you'll be able to see them a little bit better. But they're not going to preferentially target your belly fat. The only thing that gets rid of fat is being in a caloric deficit over an extended amount of time. It could be several days or weeks or months if you're doing like a serious fat loss diet. But that's really what you want to look at is you want to be in a caloric deficit for a period of time. And so you're going to lose fat generally. You're going to lose it in your face, in your arms, around your legs, and in your abdominal region. That being said, typically, especially for men, one of the last areas that you lose fat is your lower abs. So like this sort of belt region here. And it's really hard to get rid of that last bit. And that's just going to be a judgment call. Do you want to do what it takes to get that level of lean, to have not all, but most of your belly fat gone? And that's just a lot of dedicated dieting, essentially, that you have to do fat loss phases, sometimes in sequence. Some people are just like, I want to lose fat, and they fail at it miserably because they're like, I just want to lose weight, and you're like, okay, but that's not really a goal. Like, have a goal weight in mind, set your targets, set your calories, weigh yourself, and then as you start to drop your weight, you'll start to kind of put two and two together and realize, I'm being successful at this, and this is why. It's because I'm in a calorie deficit instead of a surplus or maintaining. And all of those things kind of come into play to losing weight. So crunches are awful anyways. Yeah, I agree. 40 pounds. Holy cow, good for you. Just stop eating cheese and very few sweets, but the rest I would like to do by exercise. Yes. Yeah, man, that's awesome. Congrats. That's a huge, huge loss. Man, 40 pounds is no joke. Yeah, it's very difficult to create a huge deficit by exercising, even if you're doing cardio, I would say. So just keep that in mind. Like, a lot of people are they'll jump on the Stairmaster or whatever and do that for 45 minutes and then still go and eat their 2 cookies. And literally the 2 cookies completely wipes out 45 minutes of absolute hell on the Stairmaster. So if you had to preferentially target one thing, I would say target keeping your calories in check. Just count them. It sucks. It's not super fun to keep track of your calories all the time, but you can do it for a short term to lose even more. So that's what I would say. Congrats on the 40 though. That's insane. That's awesome. Do you feel like you feel better? Do you have any like a little bit difference in energy levels or anything like that? Let me get one set in here. Strap in. Good to go. All right, the goal for these, you're gonna deadlift it up and then purposely working out the hamstrings on this. So I'm not doing a full deadlift, we're doing a stiff like a deadlift. So that's gonna be sending my hips back first and kind of showing your butt to the corner of the room. A little bit of a hinge in the knees. And if you don't feel your hamstrings pulling at the end of this, you're not doing it right. So, try to keep the back straight. Up we go. Nice and easy on the way down. Good stretch. If there's any exercise that makes you shake, man, it's stiff like a deadlift. Woo! At least for me. And then, like I said, the last one, we're going to get a good stretch and put the weight down. And just drop the weight. Whoa. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, more energy, but I'm by nature love sleep. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, cool. How do you feel that I spent $25 on one pair of PSD underwear? I'm not sure what PSD stands for, but there's some really nice underwear out there that's probably worth $25. Oh, yeah, Zach, that's probably a good point. I don't even think about that. Whoops. Hades! Come on, keep it. Toaster? No, that was my bad. Let me grab a drink. I'll be right back. To be fair, I did mark. You have to mark every time you stream that this stream is not for kids, minors. So if you're jumping on the stream, I guess I'm not necessarily tailoring it to minors. Try to keep it copacetic, no matter what. class on today. There it goes. Before typing my mistake. That's all good. That's good. All right. Sammy, what are you doing? What are you doing? Stiff-legged deadlifts for me are probably the most psychologically demanding of the lifts, personally. Hey, get it. Come on, get it. I can't. I want to squish the ball. Get it. Not right now. I know, she is. She's something else. I'm actually light for my age, but since I'm on a bulk and my pediatrician is monitoring it, she said I'll end up putting on some weight. Cool. I used to have a German Shepherd named Sheila. Nice. German Shepherds are good dogs. At least in my experience anyways. She's the best dog that I've had for sure. She's a good one. Alright. So, because this is the first week of the mezzo, I'm going to let that go with two. Usually the stretch, the hip hinge movements for me are really damage inducing. So I get really sore from them. Typically, if I push it somewhere close to failure. And so usually I drop the volume on those. If you did 6 sets of leg extensions, I would do like 2 to 3 sets of hip hinge work, because that stretch at the bottom will get me delayed onset muscle soreness for usually a couple days at least, which is more or less what I'm shooting for. So. Do you guys have any pets? Are you guys cat or dog people? All right. All right, that's gonna be it for now. Just get some quads and hams in today. Decent workout. What was it? About 45 minutes. That's kind of slow, but it was good. Tomorrow, do some upper body and go from there. So, appreciate you guys joining.